This is a special report coming to you from the Skills and Technology newsroom high atop the towering metropolis of New York City. The following information has... Oh my God, I can't really do this for real. Anyway, here you go, Lou. Take it away.
Today's a little different. I want to talk about a little bit of theory versus just some practical piece of equipment or technique. And it's an interesting story you told me actually this morning. And it's about how courses and picking up knowledge and skills is important, but it's really nothing compared to being in a community where you can put that course learning, knowledge, and skill to work. Share with us, Joe, what happened.
Okay. So when it comes to post-production,
Right.
I am a rising professional. I'm laughing because we're using all our terms now. Rising professional, which in the different world was called newbies.
Yep.
When it comes to actual editing, I can hack my way through. I am very good at putting up a rough cut so that everybody can kind of see the direction we want to go to. But I am in no way will ever refer to myself as an editor.
Right.
So we had come off a shoot, and I wanted to give our editor, we had some problems on the shoot, and it wasn't going to cut the way we had planned it to be. So we had to come up with a variation to still make it entertaining and to still make it a value shoot. So I was playing around with ideas, and sometimes, not sometimes, all the times, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
So they say.
That's why I like to cut something, and I like to have something so we can talk about it. So anyway, bottom line was I threw up Premiere, and I'm pulling in our footage that we shot, and then I'm pulling in B-roll from different places to cover some of the mistakes that we had.
Okay.
The B-roll was coming in from different discs I had, different entities. It came out of our library off our server. And I was getting jammed up because every time I tried to import one of these files, some of them would go on the timeline. Some of them wouldn't go on the timeline. Sometimes the audio would go on the timeline. Sometimes the audio wouldn't go on the timeline. And I was just getting so frustrated because I'm looking at this going, I don't know enough about the technical aspects. I don't know the nuances of what I'm doing. I know to know what I know. And I just sat there and I said, ugh. So I had two choices. I could go spend the next 4 days taking a bunch of courses on Premiere and hoping that along the line I stumbled on what I needed to know to do what I needed to get done, or reach out to the community. So I sat there and thought to myself, okay, which one of my editors that I know, who I can call, who's very good, well-versed in Premiere, who is not going to be annoyed right now if I call him up and ask him a stupid question. So I found the guy, perfect person, called him up. We did a screen share so he could see what I was doing. Instantly, he looked at my timeline and went, dude, you don't have some toggle button that this thing needs to be engaged before you can do that. And I just stopped. So one phone call, 3 minutes, would have saved me the 5 hours I had spent the day before trying everything I knew, which was limited, to make something work. But the keys there are either you have the level of education in these fields, or your second option, and for me it's always the better option because otherwise you have to become an expert in so many diverse areas, is having that community of people around you that you can reach out to, that they know, that you're going to get the real knowledge. Yeah, YouTube is a community, but you don't know what you're getting. You might have to go through another 50 of those before you hit on the one that actually is going to explain to you what you're looking for, as opposed to what I was able to do on a screen share. So it's community, 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 network, 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 contacts, contacts, contacts.
Yeah, Joe, you're absolutely right. Communities, networks connect people, but communities really care. And that was a caring 3 minutes that saved $500 in burnt time. And not only that, you explained to me that we also missed the deadline because we couldn't get it to the post shop.
Right. Yep. That was another big problem. We lost probably 48 hours because our our window of opportunity to get to the final post, we missed that. So then we had to reschedule. So the whole thing just became pretty much a cluster thing.
A cluster thing. We'll leave it at that, Joe. Thanks for your wisdom. Courses are important, but community is even more so. Talk soon.
You got it, buddy. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to today's show. We've got some really exciting online courses coming up on ferocity.com. See for yourself the exclusive details at ferocity.com and make sure you get on board for early notification of class openings, enrollment opportunities, and founding member benefits. Details at ferocity.com.